Hello, my name is Jimmy Garagorri. I'm Technical Support Engineer for the Horton World Support Team in the Americas East. And we are here to show you how to configure Grafana to use CA sign certificates. In this video, we will be describing the Grafana component, part of the Ambari Metrics System, and the steps required to use SSL certificates provided by a custom CA. Finally, we will be executing all the steps required to complete the configuration. Ambari Metrics System includes Grafana, which is a daemon that runs on a specific host in the cluster, and serves pre-built dashboards for visualizing metrics collected in the metrics collector. For this video, we will be using an AMS in high availability setup with the following servers. Node 1 will be the Ambari server, Node 2, one Ambari metric collector that includes Grafana, and Node 3, the other Ambari metric collector. By default, Grafana listens on port TCP 3000. As you can see, the process running is Grafana server. The owner is AMS, and the default port listening is TCP 3000. All the configurations for Grafana are handled by Ambari and are reflected in the ams-grafana-ini file, located at etc Ambari Metrics Grafana conf directory. Grafana needs to be restarted for any configuration change to take effect. In enterprises where security is required, you will need to limit the Grafana access to only HTTPS connections. To enable HTTPS for Grafana, we will need to update the following properties. Protocol, by default, is HTTP. For this video, we need to change this to HTTPS. CA_cert will be the path to CA root certificate or bundle to be used to validate the Grafana certificate against. Since we are using PKCS12 bundle certificate, we need to extract the CA certificate chain from it. Cert_file will be the path to the certificate. This certificate needs to be in PEMP format. Cert_key, that will be the path for the private key that match with the public key of the certificate. This private key needs to be an encrypted RSA private key. Our CA provides us with a certificate bundle located at. Since it is a PKCS12 certificate bundle, first we need to extract the root and the intermediate certificate using the following command. Now we need to extract the server certificate. And finally, we need to extract the private key. Now we need to copy the certificate to a folder with AMS permissions. For this video, we will be using the default path and the default names. We need to overwrite the default files. Since we already have completed all the steps required with the certificates, now it's time to update the Grafana configuration from Ambari. Let's go to Ambari Metrics, Configs. We can filter by protocol. As you can see, it's HTTP. We need to replace by HTTPS. And we need to filter by CA_. As you can see, we don't have the root certificate, so we need to configure the path for this certificate bundle. We need to update the certificate and the private key for the server. As you can see, is a default ams-grafana.crt and .key. We need to save the change and restart all affected services. Grafana SSL. We can ignore this. While this is happening, we need to back to the terminal session and we need to review the Grafana log. As you can see, now it's listen on HTTPS on port 3000. Let's double check the certificate in place with this command. As you can see, it's a custom certificate for the Grafana server signed by this root certificate authority. We have the custom CA certificate in place, and now we can open Grafana from Ambari to validate if it's working as expected. Everything green. Summary. Everything looks good. Now we can see in the left bottom of the screen, it's trying to access through HTTPS. If you receive an alert for the certificate, just ignore this and proceed to the page. With all these steps, we have configured Grafana to use CA signed certificates, and the communication now is over HTTPS. I hope this video was informative for you, and I want to thank you for watching.